In this part, I'm going to talk about how to add a table of contents, list of figures, list of tables. Here there is an example document. Please copy this. This document, we should put this document somewhere. A figures folder is located, and in that figures folder the population.pdf is located, and we will put this figure, and we will write some equation here we learned, and we have some sections and subsections. Okay, now we will add these into our local computer. Now copy this one and then open one of your, like here, we can make a folder, so-called table of contents, and then go in it, then open vtoc.tex, go into the insert mode and paste the document here, save it and exit, then copy or we can just link from labels, the figures folder here. We have the figures folder here, and this toc.tex will read this figures folder. Let's first run this toc. I got an error and I pressed enter. I'm now running it again, and again I get the same error. Let me check why I'm getting this error. I'm getting this error in the list of list of figures. Let me go to the first part of my document. I write here list of figures. It should be list of figures. Now here we have a document. In the document we have some figures, we have some mathematical expressions, and etc. By just adding these two lines, table of contents and list of figures, we can add the table of contents and list of figures in the beginning of our file, right after the title, before the sections, or we can add anywhere else. Okay, now adding table of contents and list of figures into our documents is that easy in LaTeX. I will save it and run it again. I didn't get an error. I'm again running. And why I run two times? Because when I run it first time, let's remove the aux file, log file, there's a lof file, there's a PDF file, and there is a toc file, except the tex file. Okay, let's run the document again. Now here it says that there were undefined references. There were undefined references, and those references are shown in our PDF file like this. Like this. You would remember that this should be figure 1, is given in section 1.1. Okay, these are like question marks now. The reason why these are question marks is that we didn't have the aux file in the same directory as this tex file. In the first run, in the first compilation, or in the first compiling the document, we make this aux file and we get this warning, there were undefined references. When we run it again, we do not get that errors now, and we have the numbers here. Okay, so if you remove the aux file, log file, etc., you need to run the document two times. Okay, in the first time it generates the aux file and log file, and in the second time it reads the information about these cross references. And these are the contents and list of figures in our document. We have one section and two subsections in it, and we have one figure. Let's check it. This is the section we have, the first section, and we have one and two subsections, and we have only one figure, which is population changing time in Turkey, Germany, and in the United Kingdom. It puts this caption here when it lists the figures. Okay, if you write an equation here, it will also write the equation into your list of figures, and these dots came here automatically. You can also remove these dots. You can play with these view of these lists. You can change anything you want, like you can add some links in here. So when you click on this equation part, you can see the equation parts like this. You can make these as hyperlinks. I'm not sure how to do that, but let's try something. Here we can use a package for making links in table of contents. Use package hyperref. If you do this, these clickable things will be clickable, and also these items here will be clickable. I will save it and exit and then run it again. When I run it 3 times, 4 times, I think I have all the links here now. Let's make this full screen. Now all the links are here. When I click on this figure 1, the caption comes to the top. When I click on this section 1.1, this 1.1 comes to the top. Or when I click on this equations part, this equations part comes to the first part, and also this one makes the figure on the top. These are all the links, and they are boxed. Actually, they're not looking good. To remove them, we can just add something in here. Hide links. Now save and exit, run and run again. All the links are hidden now, but they exist. Here there's a link, here there's a link, and here there's the link, as you see. Okay, and you click on the like the first section here, you will see the first section on the top. Please think that you have a very long document, like 10 pages, 20 pages, and you have a table of contents here. You can just click on the third section link to go to the 17th page. Okay, these make the PDF documents quite useful, so people who read your document can read easily, and you will have these kind of professional looking documents if you use latex and hyperreference. Let's check what is our next subject. Okay, now when we write a technical report, sometimes we need to add references. This one also so-called citation, and we can add references by just making another file, so-called another file with the extension of bib. Okay, now open a file as ref.bib, for example, and then copy this article. There are 3 article citations here. Copy this one from here and paste in this document. When we cite a document, if it is an article, it should be written article here, and there should be a short name of this article. This article's short name are usually the first author's surname and the year the article was published. This is one of my papers, so my surname is here and the year is 2021 we published this paper. Then we give all the author names, actually first the title. This is the title of one of my papers, and this is the author names. All the author names are given here, and they are separated with ands, like the first author and the second author and the third author and the fourth author. This is the journal we published that paper. These are the volume number and pages informations in that journal, and this is the year and this is the publisher. There is another paper here which is like published by Yuto Toguro. Again, we have the title here, author information, journal name, computers and fluids, and volume, pages, year, publisher. Should we do all these every time for the papers we need to cite? We can do them only one. We can prepare a ref.bib for ourselves only once, and we can always use only one ref.bib. Or like if you want to prepare ref.bib for like separate ref.bibs for all of your reports, you can also do that. How do we write these? We can just like, let's say that you read this UDAC turbulent flow of computation and blah blah paper, and then you want to cite this document in your one of your technical reports. You can go to like Scopus or Springer or whatever you use for finding papers, or you can just go to Google Scholar and in the Google Scholar you can write here UDAC turbulent flow computations. Yeah, the paper is now here, and there is alıntı yap or cite button here. Okay, you can click on this cite button. You will see bib text here. When you click on this citation information of the paper is given here. If you copy this one using this way, it will not work well. So I recommend you to right click here and click on Save As. And in the where are we working on now? We are working on TOC. Here you can just write it. You can just save it as like Aydin Bakar UDAC. Now close the Google Scholar and go back to your terminal window. I'm now making this part of my document, and I have a text file in the same directory this ref.bib located, so I can open it with split command in Vim. Its name is aydinbakarudac.txt. Then we can just select with Shift V and the arrow keys, cut it with X for example, and in the comment mode press Ctrl W to jump to the other paper and press P. Now it's here. Okay, you can just rename this one, like we use the method like Aydin Bakar 2021b, as I just do here. Okay, after doing this, sometimes from Google Scholar the information may come wrong, like I'm always checking if these hyphens are correct. One hyphen or two hyphens needed here. Here there is one hyphen because U and duct are related. Turbulent and flow are related, so there is one hyphen. STVMS, there should be one hyphen, but if here like there was a Navier-Stokes, it should be two hyphens. And after copying this, I'm always checking if there is one hyphen in Navier-Stokes or two hyphens, for example. Okay, now after doing this, after preparing, I just removed it because we have the same here. After preparing this reference.b, we can just save it and exit. We can remove this aydınbakar.txt from here, and we can open this toc.tx again. Now I'd like to add the reference here. Let's say we are talking about the Taylor-Couette flow. Okay, and let's write here the Taylor and Couette are different names, so we need to put two hyphens. Taylor-Couette flow analysis was made or whatever using the STVMS method in. Now I will cite this document. Cite Aydınbakar. How did I write it? Aydınbakar 21. Okay, and you can press you can put a dot. You can also cite this document here, Autogro 19. Similar methods were used in cite Autogro 19, or another similar paper is cite Aydınbakar 21b. Okay, now we made 3 citations in our document just in the beginning of our first section. Now we need to do some things. Go to the end of your document, and here we need to add some more information about the citation. I put some 5 lines here. I will copy this one from here. Now I start writing new page. So after my document finishes, there will be a new page starting with the references, and I will add this bibliography in this style, unsrt, unsorted it means, I think. And then this bibliography file will be read ref.bib, or we can just write ref here, I think. Okay, and I think we don't need to add any packages when we use this bibliography method. Okay, we don't need any packages here in the example. Let's try to run pdf latex toc.tx. But before running this one, let's run this one first and then run it again. It will always say there were undefined references. Even if you run like a couple of more times, you will see that warning here. After adding some references, we should run this command, bibtex ref, not ref, toc, ref, actually. The reference.bib file is shown into bibtex. Run it again. Let's check. Let's run it. Let's run bibtex toc. Okay, we should run the toc. We should show the toc.tx file, not the ref file, because I am always doing these in a shell script As you see, I don't remember which file I should use. At the end, I will show you how to make a shell script to run the PDF documents. Now, I will run this bibtex once more. So 2 times I run the bibtex files, and it's right for me. It said me that we have a style on srt.bst, a style file. This BST file came with latex. When we installed latex onto our computer, this BST file is downloaded somewhere, and the database file is ref.bib. This information is read from the toc.tx file. Okay, after doing this bibtex toc, then we can run the pdf latex command again, and when we run once more, we do not see the undefined references error as we always see here. Okay, these latex warnings undefined first, and after making this bibtex and after running this pdf latex command 2 times, we don't see that error. We have another error, but let's open the pdf file and check. Now here we have the PDF file, and it's written here that Taylor query flow analysis was made using SDVMS method in 1. As you see, these are also hyperlinks. These are also cross references links, so we can just click on them and we can see the references. Similar methods were used in 2, which is autogross paper, and another similar paper is 3, which is my second paper. Now let's click on the 2. You will see 2 comes to the top, and this citation is made like beautifully. This is italic, and all the numbers are written here in a correct order, and this is the name of the paper, and etc. Okay, and this is our third link. This is our first link. Go to the top, go back to the top. Okay, this references part doesn't come to a new page because the figure went to there. The warning was about that one. Let's open the toc.tx and find the figure. When we add this figure, we used here an age. If we put a exclamation mark here, I think the figure will come here. No, okay. This contents and list of figures because of these 2, I think we cannot put the figure here. We can just open this and we can add this subsection to a new page, for example. Okay, now our references are in the other page. You can also force a document to put a figure somewhere else, like you can say that move even these which are not in the same subsection with the figure and put the figure into here. To do that, you need to use like capital H instead of the H here. Instead of this H, you can use capital H. You can try to add this exclamation mark. You can try not to add here. Sometimes in like PhD dissertations, you are asked to put all the figures on the top, not like this. This one should be on the top of your page or on the bottom of your page. To do that, you can just write here T or HT here and top and etc. You can play with this and you can see the differences. in order to use this capital H, I think the most powerful method to replace a figure is this one. But for this one, you need to use another package, which I don't remember the name now. You can check it on the internet. Okay, here we added the references into our documents. This is the first reference, second reference, and third reference. And these are ordered as we give in our document. If we cite this U to Autogrow before then my first paper here, let's see the difference. Let's move this one to the top, save it and exit, and then run once more. You will see that the order didn't change and similar methods were used in 2 and then 1 came to here. To apply the changes, we need to run the beeptext command once more and once more, and then PDF LaTeX command. Now the similar methods were used. This one is Autogrow's paper now, and the second one is my paper. Okay, you can also use some different types of bibliography, like mostly the social sciences people use this APA-like type. First run the PDF LaTeX, then run beeptext, run once more, then PDF LaTeX once more, then PDF LaTeX once more. And you can see now here we cited similar methods were used in Autogrow et al. 19, and this one is Aydınbakar et al. 2021A, 2021B. This is another method for citing documents in our reports or papers. And when we use this APA-like, it orders our references by alphabetically actually. Okay, so this is another method of citing the documents, and you can check the other methods on the internet. We usually use this method on SRT. Now we always make this beeptext talk and PDF LaTeX talk, and I'm always saying that you can remove these aux file and like the other all the files. There are lots of files now here. To do that, we can just write a shell script. Let's open run.sh and write here beeptext toc, beeptext toc, and PDF LaTeX toc, PDF LaTeX toc. You can make this run.sh executable, and then instead of writing beeptext toc, PDF LaTeX toc, you can just do this. Okay, then all the changes will apply. Let's change something like run.sh, not run.sh, toc.tx. Let's change one of these references place. Let's put this one on the top and then save and exit, then run it. You will see immediately all the changes will appear here. This or another similar table will come to the top, and the number will be 1, this number will be 2 then, and this number will be 3. It doesn't apply it. Again, you can run, then it will apply. Okay, I think we need one more PDF LaTeX to in the run. You can also make some make files if you are familiar. You can check how to make file in for running the LaTeX documents. This one runs the PDF documents correctly, and when you do like make clean, it will cleanse all the paper, all the unnecessary files in this document. And like if you do anything, if you do, you can do some other things using the make files. You can check it. There is something as make file in LaTeX. And one more thing here we don't need to remove this run.sh. We shouldn't remove this tx file, and we shouldn't remove this bib file. All other files are not like needed to be stored in your local computer for later use. Okay, so let's try. Remove the aux file, remove the bibliography files, remove the LUOP file, and remove the log file, and this out file, PDF file, and table of content files. Now we need to keep only these 3 files for using the documents in the future. Let's check by running run.sh. It will run, but there are some still there are some problems, like exclamation, the question marks in the document. We can run it once more, and then all the changes will come here. References are here correctly, and like questions, table of contents, and list of figures are here. If you list the files again, you will see all the files came. Okay, so please don't keep these kind of files, because like keeping these files are not necessary, and it like occupies some space in your computer. Now this is a document prepared using LaTeX, and we can just check the size of this folder with du-sh toc. You will see that this is just 16 kilobytes. If you prepare this document in like using Microsoft Word or using LibreOffice, you can be sure that it will not be 16 kilobytes. Okay, some megabytes it will store on your computer. So this is I get these warnings because I used the events toc.pdf and this command using the and then I remove this toc.pdf from the folder. So when I close this, I will not get that error anymore, but I don't have that toc.pdf file in this here. So to do that, I can just run this run.sh 2 times. I will not do that now. Now I will show you something. We have an example document here, and there are some PDF, PNG, and bibliography files here. These files can be used to prepare this PDF document at the end of our new repository here. Please try to prepare this PDF file if you have time in this lecture, or if you don't have time in this lecture, please try to prepare this file by the next lecture. Okay, this is quite important for you to learn how to prepare this kind of professional looking reports using LaTeX. And we can also add some links. For example, here I cited somewhere here, I'm checking here, I cited Gmesh. This is a web page. Okay, this is web page of Gmesh, but in technical reports we don't usually, in academic papers, we don't usually cite these kind of web pages. But even if you want to cite web pages, please be careful that those web pages are like official web pages, like Gmesh. Gmesh is a big, let me say, company, allows us to make these kind of meshes, so probably their web page will not change soon, so we can just cite it. But like if you cite a Wikipedia link here, it might not be good, because as you know, everyone can write on Wikipedia, or like you cannot cite a Facebook page in your documents. Here I cited the Gmesh web page, and I will show you how to cite these kind of web pages here. When you click in the second link, you will see another bibliography file here, and we have some links to Gmesh's web page, Paraview's web page, and Phoenix web page. There are 3 more articles cited in that PDF you need to prepare. And you can find, like you can open Google Scholar and you can just write something here like computational fluid dynamics. There are some books here. When you click on this cite and BibTeX, you will see how to cite a book. Okay, in the books we can use this method to cite, or you can find some PhD dissertations, PhD dissertation, which is PhD thesis actually. Like this one looks like a thesis. Click on this alıntı yap and then BibTeX. You can see that for citing the PhD thesis, you can use this method. Okay. So this is the way how we prepare the BibTeX bib files for citations. Okay. See you next week.